men need to have an on to the next one mentality when it comes to dating. When it comes to interacting with women, men need to have okay, look, this isn't going the way that I want. So there is somebody out there that is going to make it run the way that I want. And some of you might have read the title, and some of you might have just heard me make the intro to this and think to yourself, wow, that sounds kind of selfish. And in some respect, it is. But selfishness is inherently a human trait, and it is not always negative. It is actually a survival mechanism. We need to get out of this trying to be nice, victimhood type of mentality where everything is just very nice and everyone's trying to be the super friendly and super politically correct person. And that's gonna hold you down because guess what? This world, right? And unfortunately, I'm gonna be extremely blunt. I'm going to be extremely blunt. And this is no knock on my young ladies because, Tarek love him some young ladies, but most of these women out here, they come with this type of mentality off rip. It's their default. If they find some one thing wrong with you, you're out and it's on to the next one. And they'll try to deny it left and right. But I'm pretty sure every single man has witnessed this before. A lot of these chicks have if you don't fit what I need, then I'm going to find somebody who does. And guess what? I'm going to say something else that's a little more controversial. Part of that is our fault. Yes. And I'm going to get into it. First of all, this is a Tarek Talks Midnight podcast. Thank you for joining me. Sit down, relax, and have a seat. Or vice versa. Have a seat and relax. Whatever you want to do. Just do it. All right. And so as I alluded to earlier, a lot of women have this mentality of you either do what I want or I'm leaving you. And yes, this is our fault. Now you're scratching your head. Like, how can her selfish, solipsistic attitude have anything to do with me as a man? Well, it's simple, because men just sit there and tolerate that shit, right? A woman will dismiss them. A chick will dismiss them, one chick out of billions, and they will stay on her coattail. They will stay trying to change her mind. They will stay trying to prove her wrong when she already, quote unquote, made her mind up. So let me ask you something. What incentive would that give her to change if she sees that she's going to be basically worshiped, for lack of better terms, no matter what she does, right? She could dismiss this guy, okay? She can dismiss him and replace him like within a week, maybe less. And she still has that same guy begging and pleading her on top of the new guy that she got. So why in the hell would she stop? Okay? She's getting benefits from either way. The guy that's begging and pleading with her, he's giving her an ego boost while simultaneously doing stuff for her, right? He might try to make it up to her and try to buy her this and that. And then she has the new guy fulfilling her, you know what I'm saying, her needs. So here's where the ultimate question comes in. Why in the hell do men not exercise the same mentality? All right. Why do most men feel like that is wrong? And let me clue you in on something. It's not wrong. It's self-preservation. And when I say move on to the next, fellas, I'm not even really talking about relationships. I haven't even got that deep. I'm talking as soon as the interaction even begins. I'm talking as soon as the first few words are exchanged with this young lady. If you're talking to her, she's just sitting there, sitting pretty, so to speak, right? While you're doing all of the chit-chatting, you're doing all of this talking, and she's just sitting there giving you one-word answers, acting difficult, right? But you should have left by that very instance. But most guys, they're just gonna sit there and keep talking to this chick, even though she's just sitting there giving them one-word answers, right? And she's getting an ego boost, and he's just sitting there yakety yakking, trying to conjure up some type of attraction. Look, buddy, let it go. And let me get one thing straight. Not all young ladies are like that, because while you're over here with this chick that you should have nexted, for lack of better terms, right? With this one chick that you should have moved on from, while you're stuck on her, it's a chick that would be happy to be with you. It is a chick in the background looking at you, interacting with this chick, right? And I'm talking literally and figuratively. It's a chick right behind you, looking at you, wasting your time with this chick, and she's thinking to herself, wow, this dude right here, he would be a good fit for me. He's really sexy to me, and I just think he's the shit. I just think he's it. But you're over here still stuck on stupid, right? Trying to fix something that's not for you. Okay? It's like that kid game with the shape blocks. You're trying to put the triangle in the circle. Just let it go. You're trying to put that triangle in the circle. It's just not going to happen. And this whole time, there's a slot which is a triangle. And I'm speaking figuratively, of course, if you didn't notice. And that triangle slot is the chick that actually likes you, but you're not going in there. You're not going in that slot. Also figuratively, right? And literally, right? You're literally keeping yourself from going into the right slot, if you know what I mean. And in many ways, because you haven't moved on to the next one. You just feel like you're obligated. Let me tell you something, fellas. You're not obligated to do shit. You are not obligated. You're not obligated to be a quote unquote gentleman. And I'm sorry to say that, but that word gentleman has been ruined. Okay? That word gentleman has been ruined. It's ungrateful females have, now notice I said ungrateful. I'm not talking about the young ladies that are high quality, right? But ungrateful have took this word gentleman and have diminished its meaning, have for lack of better terms, bastardized the meaning. Now what gentleman means is, gentleman used to mean a guy that has some kind of decency, that's kind, that's generous. Now what a gentleman means is a mark, is a guy that's gonna worship the ground this chick walks on, and he gets nothing in return. Okay? That's what gentleman means. It means a pushover. It means a doormat. It means a guy that's just won't move on when a chick is not showing him reciprocation. When a chick isn't reciprocating, he's just gonna stay there. And she is going to use that to, unfortunately, yes, there are some chicks out there that will do this. Okay? There's some people in general, not only females, but people in general, who will take people's kindness for weakness and who will take advantage of it. Okay? So this is same concept when you're dating. a lot of these chicks will use that whole gentleman bullshit, and they'll run a dude dry. They'll run this guy dry and say he's being a gentleman when this whole time it was really a one-sided affair. It was really him doing everything. It was really him being the quote unquote romantic, him being the, super generous, super giving, while she did, let's see, nothing. So next time you run into a young lady that deep down in your heart, that deep down inside is putting little to no effort, please cut that off. Okay? Even if you decide to get some type of situation going on with her, because you chased so hard. Okay, notice I said because you chase so hard. Because you chase so hard and you notice that you're not getting any reciprocation, cut that shit off. You're not obligated to be no damn gentleman. Okay? You're not obligated to be a weakling. You dig? Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Peace.